of course.
Yep.
The Raptors, well, aside from a disastrous end to their match, are going to beat St John's, so they will go into the 6. And it will be the Melbourne Falcons who, well, whether you want to call them a hard luck story or not, short. And that will allow Mark Casey to start to look at the lineups, or at least half of the lineups for our quarter and preliminary finals. Section A, we knew coming into this final round of matches that Warilla and Elmwood Park, well, they were locked in top 2. Flemken, they'll finish 3rd, despite what looks like a loss in their final game to the North Queensland Aussie Coolroos. And Port Sorell, well, they did what they had to do here on our TV rink against Deer Park. They finish in 4th spot. And hasn't updated yet, but we're about to see Dandenong Club Orange go up to 5th. The NCE Raptors go up to 6th. And the Melbourne Falcons, who started the round in 5th place, will drop out to finish 7th. While we absorb all of that, we'll get a few final scores come through. We might just get a few messages from our friends at Superloop. If you want to save a bundle, Superloop's Bundle and Save is what you need. Superloop.com, and you can save up to $15 a month off your internet bill.
What are you doing?
We're planking.
It's because of our internet providers.
We're stuck in 2011.
Same slow internet speeds.
And high prices.
It's like a nightmare.
Enough planking. Superloop is a network purpose-built for the super-fast future of the internet. You are free.
Don't take it lying down, Australia. Refresh your internet.
You are free. Are you planking because your internet provider still goes at 2011 speed?
No.
Yes.
We'll switch to Superloop. 1 gigabit speeds for just $99 a month.
Cool.
Refresh your internet with Superloop.
What are you doing?
We're planking.
It's because of our internet providers.
We're stuck in 2011.
Same slow internet speeds.
And high prices.
It's like a nightmare.
Enough planking. Superloop is a network purpose-built for the super-fast future of the internet. You are free.
Don't take it lying down, Australia. Refresh your internet.
You are free.
Well, welcome back to our streaming coverage here of Event 3, Day 2. Matches just completing the standings in Section A. We can confirm that the NCE Raptors will qualify for the prelims. A 15-shot win over St John's Park Saints, and also qualifying at the expense of their opponent, Dandenong Club Orange, 82. Big winners over the Falcons, 44. So it will be the Falcons, Mark Casey, who missed the boat, and the Raptors who sneak in at their expense in Section A.
Yeah, it was probably a shock heading into today, final day of Event 3. The Falcons, the young guns from Melbourne, only needed 1 win the way it's turned out. But they 3 losses and they just find themselves missing out.
Yep. So Warilla finished top, Elmwood Park Saints. Well, that game actually is still finishing up, but that's how it will finish. The Flemken Colts, 3rd place finishes. Port Sorell Sharks, 4th. Dandenong Club Orange, 5th. So we will have some home club representation in the finals from 2 o'clock this afternoon, and the NCE Raptors. They rounded out, finishing in 6th place. So missing out the Falcons, Dandenong Club Blues, Southern Stars, and the North Queensland Aussie Coolroos, who finish up with a win. But now we turn our attention to the fascinating Section B. Mark Casey, we've got Moama Green and Superloop here on our TV rink, but aside from the top two that are set, we have got anywhere from 3rd down to, well,
Probably 8th.
Down to 8th most likely, but
Yeah.
Broadbeach and Golden State would need all forms of miracles to sneak in somehow. But yeah, 3rd through 8th to work out the makeup of our preliminary finals.
We're lucky to have a really good game here. Superloop Challengers going along nicely. Currently in 4th position on 18 points. Moama Green on 17. So the winner would, of course, advance through to the prelims. But the loser of this game, we'll have to wait to see what the other results are. So
Yeah.
everything to play for here.
Yeah, and a lot of interest in a number of other games. It's a solid start there from Johnny Green. First points on the board, the way of the team representing Superloop. And Nathan Black leading up for Moama Green, partnering with Kev Anderson. And a game, like many in this group, this final round of matches that will have significant bearing on where the preliminary finals finish up.
Nathan Black's changed his bowls from last round. He had a half set, blue and light blue, so he's obviously got a favourite set to use on his TV rink.
This is a question I've wanted to ask, Case. I mean, even referring back to your playing days, probably when you're at the peak of your powers, how many sets of bowls would you have taken to a competition? Probably more so on grass, but how many would you have had in your possession?
I would have had up to 6 or 7 sets.
Yeah.
Maybe more from time to time, but generally you sort of stick to your favourite 1 or 2, depending on what kind of green it's on or the pace. Obviously the grass greens can vary quite a lot from state to state, or if you are overseas. So
great start, Des Can. That fall in.
if it falls, it gets a touch up.
It did fall in the end, but just didn't quite get to the jack. And of course, another question worth asking for those that are watching on and learning the sport, in a situation where you have a bowl lean like that, how long does it have to fall over before it's counted as a touch, or is it by the time the next player's on the mat? I've put you on the spot here, Case, a little, have I?
Yeah, I'm not an umpire, but
I think in this format, it's clearly got to happen before the next bowl is released.
It's 15 seconds or 30 seconds, I think it actually is. So
in regular
if
play,
that
yeah. Yep.
bowl did touch the jack, that would be... That would count as a toucher, yeah. So
it did just miss, so certainly not trying to stir up any controversy. This looks nice from Kev Anderson. That's definitely a toucher.
That's a great shot, Kevin. Kevin is using a wider set of bowls, so there'll be no danger in Kevin ever not getting back to the jack, particularly with good weight.
First points for Moama Green as a result. A couple of touches early in this contest, 1 to each of the leads. And have a look at that as orange, blue, orange. So Superloop will jump out to a 11-shot lead early on. And very soon we'll keep you updated with some live scores from around the other rinks. A number of these matches that will dictate how the preliminary final matchups take shape. But now it's with John Green, the lead for the Superloop Challengers, who've themselves had a pretty consistent week as well. Without getting them out here into a quarter-final, they've been in the mix for both of the events. And will be there again for the preliminaries at 2 o'clock. Maybe this is their event where they can get on a little bit of a run and make their way through to some big dollar rounds later this evening. It's a very solid start there from Nathan Black, leading for Moama Green.
Yeah, this next 20 minutes or so, Benny, nearly every game that we've got out there, most games are going to play a part in where the teams play in finals and, of course, the ladder position. So we'll keep you updated as best we can.
So, not a bad run there from John Green, but someone unluckily promoting a Moama bowl even closer to the jack. Let's see what Nathan Black's got here with his second. Bit of noise coming already from those outside rinks. So, as we said, we know there's going to be a lot of excitement unfolding over there, and thankful to say all matches pretty much at the same stage early on, so don't have anyone playing catch up or too far behind. Adelaide off to a flyer in their match against the Phoenix, but all other matches relatively close at this point. I know that Deer Park are still an outside chance, leading 12-zip over the Bulls.
Yeah, of course, Deer Park, they need some results to go their way.
Yeah.
So, first job is to win, though.
So Moama will add another 3 to their tally, whether it's just 3, and it will be, because that one from Nathan Black just pulling up a little short.
Probably missed a bit of an opportunity there, Blackie. Holding shot, no danger to give it away.
So score will just update shortly. There we go. 11-19 now in favour of Superloop. Forget those Black Friday deals. Only a couple of days remaining on them. Use the code BLACK-FRIDAY at your checkout and you could save up to $264. It's for new customers only, but as I said, December 8 is your deadline. Jump on to superloop.com and have a look at what sort of offer might suit your home or business internet needs. Just asking this one to hold up here, Nathan Black, but
We signed up this week.
Did you?
Deal. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, well,
Plenty of internet happening in the Casey household.
I was going to say any dollars saved at this time of year, at any time of year for that matter, but particularly around Christmas time. It's more money for the good stuff around Christmas, the food and the drink and all that festive cheer. It's not that far away. Here's Kev Anderson now for Moama Green. Not happy. Cozen has a sit in with a few of the Moama crew.
So look for Des Can to make this correction here. Missed the target by a long way with his first or his second. It's probably overcorrected, but can he get the result? Just under the head.
So, first shot certainly with Moama. Second and third at the moment listed with Superloop. Certainly second is with Superloop. The third is close, but back heavy to get this one inside to shore up another 3 points. Maybe even closer than that for another 6.
Can
This
he get
looks
the
good.
toucher?
Yeah, of course he can.
Oh. He's played it well. It does give Superloop second and third, though, it seems. Got the toucher, though. So
He did get the toucher, so the first shot becomes almost a 13-point play. sort of minimises a little bit of the hurt for maybe coughing up second and third. It's a little measure going on. Gives us an opportunity, Case, to take a look around the rinks. Adelaide 24-6 out of the blocks against the Phoenix. The wildcard team 21-9 leaders over Golden State. This one will interest you, Case. Deer Park, Gold 31, lead the Broadbeach Bulls 5. So upholding their end of the bargain thus far. Bundoora, they're bottom of the table, but they're giving Exodus a run, 21-18. And Moma Black, 18, lead the Western Wolves 6.
Yeah, so the Deer Park Gold, it's been a quite amusing event for them. They've either been fantastic or right down the dumps, but so far, 29-point lead, middle stage of the second end. They couldn't have started any better. So far, the other results are going their way, so hopefully for their case, they can continue on.
Back here, we're into our third end. Is Moma Green is holding a slender lead over Superloop. First onto the mat there for this third end, Nathan Black, and now it's John Green for Superloop. Conditions just a little bit kinder than they were yesterday. A scorching hot day in Melbourne. While it's by no means a fresh one on this Friday, it's a few degrees cooler, and certainly there seems to be a little bit more breeze that's filtering through the venue to give the players some welcome relief.
It's only early in the afternoon though, Benny.
It is.
Another couple of hours.
I'm trying to talk the temperature down as I have some other commitments this afternoon that involve some outdoor activities. I'm not particularly looking forward to it because I'll also be in the big bag of fruit while I'm doing it. It'll be warm enough. The jacket won't stay on for long. I can give you the red hot.
What do you got planned, mate?
Attending a wedding. Not a wedding of anyone that I'm particularly close to. Sort of more on the behest of my partner, but the things you do for love. And I believe there'll be some liquid refreshments available, so I was happy to take her up on the offer. But yes, it's out in somewhere in Kangaroo Grounds, which is sort of out towards the Yarra Valley, out in some bushland. And will certainly be a touch on the warm side, but there is a cool change forecast to come through around 8 o'clock this evening, which will be just about the time that the finals are wrapping up here for Event 3. So see how that changes things here on this TV rink through our quarter, semi and grand finals. Johnny Green, as he does like to do with his third and final, chasing this one down. Fall.
Oh, well played, Johnny Green.
Yeah, he's done that nicely.
3 good bowls, 2 bowls past the jack and the shot. He's had a good week, Johnny Green. And I just said, they've probably been one of the most consistent teams as well. Darren Morrison, the third player, has been outstanding. So they'll be more than happy with the way things are going.
Yeah, all tied up at 27 apiece. Exodus have just flicked the switch against Bundoora. They lead 39-24. Deer Park again, Case off to a great start. 2 ends in, they lead 42-15 over the Bulls. And the top 2 teams, Adelaide and the Wildcard, also tracking okay. Although Golden State have just recorded an ultimate end against the Wildcard team, so they now lead 30-21. Roma Black, 31, lead the Wolves 14. And it really is that Wolves team that are the most vulnerable to missing out.
Oh. Wasn't happy with that result. Any touch on the inside of the jack would have been perfect for the Moama team.
So just of note here, Case, something I've just sort of picked up on, Moma Green and Western Wolves currently 5th and 6th. But if Exodus and Deer Park were to both win and Green and the Wolves lose, there's your switcheroo right there. So this is a tight battle here. The Wolves are behind.
Yeah.
So at the moment, if you're a supporter of Exodus or Deer Park Club Gold, you're not in a bad spot.
Kevin just seems to be under the line here. Probably lacking only a foot or so. So
this is actually, this becomes a really big bowl here from Des Can. They hold shot Superloop, but 2nd and 3rd with Moama. So at the moment, it's only going to better their situation by 2. If you can work in here for 2nd, asking it to go John Green, it rolls out, so it's not going to. So this one's tense. It's tight, and there's not much in it. They're going to have a look. I'm actually going to have a look here for shot, are we? I think shot's been pulled out, so maybe it's 2nd and 3rd. We'll just wait for this one to be made official. But Moama Green and Western Wolves, they know if they win, nothing will change inside the top 6, but at the moment the Wolves are in a battle against Moama Black. And here on our TV rink, there is nothing in this. Moama Green, 38. Superloop, 37. And Exodus and Deer Park are both getting it done at the moment.
But how often have we seen things just change? The 4th end, it seems...
There have been times, Mark Casey, where I've been reading scores and basically predicting what that would mean, and by the time I've finished a sentence, result has flipped on its head completely, a Superloop ultimate end or a couple of touches here and there. So, yeah, I'm not writing or putting anything in the book quite yet.
No, exactly right.
And of course, it's not... discount what this means for Superloop as well. Even though they can't drop out of the 6, they want to finish as high as possible. Currently sitting 4th. This is great from John Green. So another 3 there to Superloop. They regain the lead.
Certainly led well. Gives most of his bowls a chance, Johnny Green. He does play a loose one. He's been responding. 2nd and 3rd one have been lethal this game. Luckiness needs the whole pass, which he has. Doesn't get the touch, but played it well.
Works in for shot. That's just as important at this stage. Nothing separating these two teams. Deer Park lead 53-34 over the Bulls. Exodus 53-37 over Bundoora. Both just commencing their 4th ends. John Green pops this one out the back. So Moama will take the lead back by a minimum of 1. They are exchanging the lead regularly here in this match on our TV rink. The final group round of the week. It's another great effort by Nathan Black.
Yeah, good shooting. So Des will be looking to arrive up here. Wolves bounce back against Moama there. 6 the difference.
Yeah, so they have. Yeah, spot on.
So the last sort of 7 or 8 minutes of this action, plenty's going to happen, I think.
It's nice from Des Can. Did well, clears out one Moama Green shot scoring bowl. Now to Kev Anderson. Oh, he likes this.
Past the front.
He has. And touch. Brilliant. Does it stay on? Very close, but he will pick up an additional 3 for the toucher. And in a match this close, that could prove to be invaluable. They lead by 4 now, Moama Green. Moama have recorded a toucher over on rink 6, so they're back out by 9 against the Wolves. This is brilliant from Des Can. Oh,
Well played.
and very nearly the touch as well. Oh, 2 millimetres away from the perfect bowl there. Once again, it just changes the complexion of things to the point now. Kevy's going to go with the weight. He's missed this one wide.
He was going for those wide 2 orange ones.
Yep.
So makes it hard now. Superloop have got the bowl, the Bacchus bowl, so jack movement is no good for Moama.
So Deer Park have extended their lead against the Bulls, 62-34, and Exodus, 56-37 against Bandura, holding an ultimate end with 3 bowls to play. So the 2 teams that must win to be a chance so far are doing the job at their end, and the 2 teams they need to lose, well, one is in some big trouble. The Wolves down by 12, and here on our TV rink, Moama Green. Well, if Kev Anderson can come up with something big here, they will trail going into the 5th and final end.
Oh, this is a huge bowl here from Kevin. He's got 3 orange bowls together. They're the ones he's going for. We'll see big weight.
Oh, no. So he's missed the lot, and it's going to be an ultimate end. Unbelievable. So there you go, Superloop ultimate end. And that is going to put Moama Green at severe risk of missing altogether here. Exodus are home against Bandura. They lead 80-37. Deer Park, well, there's still a little to play out in the 4th end, but they look the goods as well. And Moama Black are 12 clear of the Wolves and hold an ultimate end. So the complexion of this top 6 is about 5 minutes away from changing completely. Adelaide are winning comfortably against the Phoenix, so they'll probably finish top. In fact, I can't see them being displaced. The wildcard team and Golden State are in a really tight battle on rink 3, 40-38. Early stages of the 4th end, but all eyes are here on Moama Green. They need to pull something out of the fire here. Mark Casey, they trail by 14 with an end to play, and there's a touch. Well, maybe that's the first slice of luck that is going to go their way, and the margin back to 11.
Yeah, you never know. Played well, Moama, but every time they've responded, Superloop. Johnny Green, that is a huge bowl.
That was on cue. Case,
How
brilliantly
often
done.
has he done it?
Yeah.
Just trailing the jack a foot.
Yeah. Margin back out to 14.
So Blackie, something similar. Just needs to drop in. Just going through, an extra yard.
So the Wolves are staying alive. The toucher. They hold shot, but they still trail by 9. Nearing the conclusion of the 4th end. Deer Park are home as well against the Bulls. Lead by 40. That can't be chased down. And at the end of the 4th, it's a 10 margin to Moama Black over the Wolves.
Well, that is the game, isn't it?
It is, yep.
Particularly for Deer Park.
So a couple of heavyweights might be sneaking into the top 6 via the back door here. Very nearly Nathan Black. He wanted to touch off the inside of the Superloop bowl, didn't get it, found the gap, and it's a lead shot. Goes the way of Superloop, and they're now out by 17.
sure the news would have filtered through to Kevin as well.
No doubt.
They will need to win this game more than likely.
Yeah, and I think all eyes, like you said, are going to head straight over to rink 6. They're just starting their 5th end. Wolves and Moama Black. It's Moama Black, so while the news is good for one Moama team, it's not so for Moama Green here on our TV rink, who needs something special from their skip, Kev Anderson, if they're to somehow drag this one out. Needs a Superloop ultimate end and a toucher somewhere here as well. Superloop ultimate end would get it, but the way that Des Can's been bowling, you just feel like there's another toucher coming here at some stage.
I think he'll just be recovering here. That it's going to be really hard to get the jack away from where it is. So,
And already holding first and second Superloop, so they don't need to take any risks, really. You're right, Case. Smart, conservative bowls here gets the job done for them.
splits those two blue bowls up as well. So something special is required here from Big Kev. He is using wider bowls, so if anyone's going to get back...
Can't do it.
Well, he sat the Des Can's bowl, so...
He does give himself one more opportunity. No change to the score yet. Wolves and Moama. Still, it's Moama Black by 10 on rink 6, waiting for that lead shot at the crossover. And it's going to go to Moama, so they're out by 13. So the Wolves are in some strife there as well. So the two teams we said couldn't afford to lose, and the two teams that needed to win, that's exactly the way it's unfolding now. Exodus have concluded their game against Bundoora, 86-58 winners. Deer Park are going to be big winners over the Bulls as well. Adelaide, they'll finish top. And the wildcard team, who will go straight through to the quarters, currently lead by 7 over Golden State with an end to play.
Needs the edge off. Yeah, he's going for that wide one.
Doesn't get it. And I think that might spell the end for Moama Green. You can see the table already. Exodus have leapfrogged so many teams up to third. They won't finish there because the Superloop have just confirmed their victory. They will go to third momentarily. But then once and if Moama Black hold on to win, they will go to third. It's hard to keep up with, I know, but what we can tell you is Moama Green are going to miss if the Western Wolves can't pull one out of the fire against Moama Black. And at the moment, it looks like they are really struggling, down by 13 with just 3 bowls to play.
And down at ultimate end too, Benny. So we can't tell you how the position of the head is, but you'd like to think it's could be a tough ask.
Well, I can see Blake Nan now going back to the mat to pick up his bowl. The final he'll deliver in that match. They're down first and third shot, so they need, if my math is any good, well, they need an ultimate end, basically, or a toucher here in first and second.
Well, all of a sudden...
Well, Blake's looking. No, no good.
Down on one knee.
We've seen him so many times deliver with those bowls, so I'm going to stick my neck out here, Case, and suggest that Moama Black are winning that, which means that Deer Park, once their result is confirmed, which it just is now, 86-64, Deer Park are in the 6, and that's how it'll finish. Adelaide Heat will finish top. Wildcards, whether they win or lose, will finish second.
Alex has still got a bowl to go.
He does, but I can't see it's going to change the end result. Maybe the margin, that's about it. Superloop Challengers third, great event from them. Exodus fourth. Unbelievable. They've come from nowhere again, Exodus. And then you've got Moama Black and Case Deer Park Club Gold will sneak in to the top 6 by a point. Moama Green miss out.
Oh, unless Alex does something very, very silly.
I'm not sure why he would, and he hasn't, but there you go. That has been a big last half hour here at the Dandenong Club. And as we get set to take a pause and work out what that means with preliminary final matchups, we'll just run through those scores. Superloop, 79, defeat and eliminate Moama Green, 50. Adelaide, they will finish as your minor premiers, if you will. 97-47 winners over the Phoenix. The Wildcard and Golden State is still finishing up, but Wildcard have run away with that a little. They lead by 19. Deer Park Gold, they had to win they did. 86-64 over the Bulls. Exodus, also big winners over Bundoora. 86-58 the final score there. And in the big result, which has meant they are eliminated as well, the Wolves have gone down to Moama Black, 69-51. So they go out, Moama Green go out, Exodus and Deer Park Gold come into the top 6. And, well, that's about as exciting a finish as you're going to get to a bit of sectional play, Mark Casey. And in the end, it's a couple of heavyweights in Deer Park and Exodus who live to fight another day.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we have said many occasions, Exodus, they seem to play around with a few teams in the round games, but making their way through into 5th place. So they're going to be one of the teams to beat. Moama Black having a very good event.
Yeah.
They're another one. Good to see Alex out there. And your big mate, Mitch. Wonder if we'll see Mitch Sidebottom out there for the Adelaide Heat.
Well, we didn't in Event 1. They had their set plan for Event 1 with the duo they decided to go in with, and it worked well. They made it through to a semi. That was Chris Rosens and Cody Packer, so maybe an opportunity for Moo later this afternoon. But on that note, we obviously congratulate Adelaide Heat and the UBC Wildcard team for finishing not only in the top 2, but quite comfortably in the end. So the UBC Wildcard team creating their own little bit of history. And there it is confirmed on your screen. Section B standings, Adelaide and UBC straight through to the quarterfinals and into the prelim repechage, if you were. Superloop challengers, Moama Black, Exodus, and Deer Park Club Gold. In case you've got our preliminary final lineups ready to roll.
So just after doing the quick sums, Prelim 1, we've got NCE Raptors against Superloop. Prelim 2, Port Sorrel Sharks have got the tough ask against Exodus. Moama Black against Dandenong Orange. And Deer Park Gold against Flemken. So, some fantastic matches there.
Yep.
And, can't wait for them to get started.
Yeah, and we'll get those started in about 53 minutes' time. So while we won't be back to stream those, we will be back to stream our quarterfinal action from 4 o'clock. All those matches will run one after the other right here on our TV rink, thanks to Superloop. So set your watches, set your alarms for about 3:55, because that's when we'll return. You'll have the commentary team rearing to go. Chris Green, Mark Casey, quarterfinals, Event 3, where there will be 8 left in the running to win $32,000 and, of course, the prestige of a UBC event trophy. Case, I'm going to fly off. That's my lot done for the day and the week. Thanks so much for all of your hard work. It's been a pleasure as always. We've seen some great bowls. We've seen some emerging talents. And we've also seen, of course, the regular names, the superstars that make this event such a fun one.
No, thanks, Benny. Thanks for helping out again. A true professional in the media box. So always great to have you on board, mate. And enjoy your afternoon.
Thanks, mate. Bring on 2025. Already looking forward to everyone. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and good luck to the teams remaining in the hunt for Event 3. Should be an absolute beauty tonight.
Are you planking because your internet provider still goes at 2011 speed?
No.
Yes.
We'll switch to Superloop. 1 gigabit speeds for just $99 a month.
Cool.
Refresh your internet with Superloop.
What are you doing?
We're planking.
It's because of our internet providers.
We're stuck in 2011.
Same slow internet speeds.
And high prices.
It's like a nightmare.
Enough planking. Superloop is a network purpose-built for the super-fast future of the internet. You are free.
Don't take it lying down, Australia. Refresh your internet.